Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alba. Alba. Okay, I forgot how to do a British
The
accent.
name is James Bond.
James Bond.
The name is James Bond. James Bond.
See, my name has too many syllables to sound cool. That
John
way.
Humphrey.
Humphrey. Like
Humphrey.
you've lost yourself already. Like you might as well have an ascot on.
We're gonna watch gadgets from the James Bond series. This is from the YouTube channel Elite Facts.
Alita Battle Angels Facts.
That's also a top reward request from Mikhail Linden, who, I saw that with the GoFundMe that my girlfriend started up for one of our very ill cats. You contributed to it, so thank you, Mikhail. You're a real sweetheart. Thank you.
You are a sweetie pie.
I owe you a blowy.
Elite Facts presents
Elite
10
Facts.
gadgets from the James Bond series.
Whoa.
License to Kill, Felix's lighter. Although not directly intended as a gadget to be used in the field, this lighter was only intended as a party favor to people who attended CIA agent Felix Leiter's wedding. The one James Bond receives at the start of the film is faulty, as when it is lit up, the flame that comes out of the lighter is almost flamethrower-like. Towards the climax of the film, Bond fights the film's main antagonist, Sanchez, next to the wreckage of a gasoline tanker, in what seems to be a losing battle. Lucky for Bond, he notices that Sanchez is covered in gasoline. When seeing this, he quickly uses the lighter to set Sanchez on fire. Some of the more simple gadgets can prove to be the most useful in desperate situations.
Like a pen.
Skyfall, palm print
Or a
reader
book.
gun. Although the Craig era of Bond films has been more focused on espionage rather than gadgets and equipment,
Yeah, what the hell?
Skyfall presents us with one of the more useful gadgets in the Bond series. Q presents Bond with a Walther PPK that has a palm scanner built in, meaning that only Bond is able to operate the gun. This is incredibly useful in case his gun falls into the wrong hands. Tomorrow Never Dies, remote control
Remote
BMW.
control
In Tomorrow Never
BMW!
Dies, the official Bond vehicle of the film is a BMW 750iL, which
remember
in all
this.
honesty isn't much to look at. However, it comes with a really useful gadget in the form of a remote control device.
And the car
In
has
the
a whole
film,
bunch
it
of
shows
goodies.
Bond quickly adapting to the device as he is controlling the car while literally
love that.
lounging
I
in the
always
back
love that
seat.
scene.
This little chase scene is incredibly enjoyable, all thanks to this gadget. GoldenEye, explosive ballpoint pen. Another gadget that proves to be simple but effective.
Called
The
it.
explosive ballpoint pen in GoldenEye is Alec Trevelyan's downfall, as his lead programmer, Boris, tries to override a password set that is preventing Alex's plan from coming to fruition. While doing this, Boris is doing this weird pen flip trick that helps him focus whenever he's working, and unfortunately for him and everyone else involved with the GoldenEye project, this is the explosive pen that Bond was given at the start of his mission, and Boris accidentally triggers it to explode, causing the
Great
whole
freeze frame.
operation to become a complete failure.
I am invincible!
The Living Daylights, Whitaker's War Room. Although it's from a film in the series that people tend to forget about, Brad Whitaker's War Room is one of the rare villain gadgets that nearly kills
Skipper.
Bond near the climax of the film. This gadget rigs up all of the miniature displays in the room that includes guns and cannons to a remote device. When activated, it fires live ammo at whatever the remote device is pointed at. Unfortunately for Whitaker, Bond is able to use one of his remote explosives in the form of a key ring and stealthily place it on a statue behind Whitaker and set it off so that the statue would crush him. If Bond didn't have this
Nice.
gadget, it would be safe to say that Bond would have lost this shootout.
We'll see.
He's always
The
got
Man
some-
with the Golden Gun, The Golden Gun. Although the film
Christopher
itself
Lee.
wasn't too well received, it did provide us with a memorable villain, Francisco Scaramanga, played by Christopher Lee, as well as a memorable gadget in the form of the Golden Gun. This gun is made up of everyday items that most people would find
It's
in their
also
pockets,
great on the
including
GoldenEye
a lighter,
game.
a cigarette case,
yeah.
a pen, a cufflink,
One
and
shot.
part of a belt that's used as the gun's
They
bullet.
dead.
The gun can only hold a capacity of one bullet before having to be reloaded. However, one bullet is all Scaramanga needs. The Spy Who Loved Me, Lotus Esprit Submarine.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one should be obvious. It's a Lotus Esprit that functions as a submarine. What's not to like? In The Spy Who
Gotta
Loved
get
Me, there's a scene in which Bond and KGB agent Triple X are being chased down by one of Carl Stromberg's
Vin
henchmen,
Diesel?
who's in an attack helicopter.
Ice Cube?
As a way to lose her,
And
they
Vin
use the
Diesel
submarine function of
again.
the Lotus to hide underwater. When the henchmen
Eventually,
become confused at their
Ice
disappearance
Cube?
underwater, it gives Bond
Again?
enough time to fire onboard missiles straight up out of the water, destroying the helicopter that the henchmen were piloting. Next to the Aston Martin DB5, this car is iconic. From Russia with Love.
Russia.
Garrett Watch. One of
Nation.
the first gadgets used in the 007
Country.
film series, the Garrett Watch was a weapon created by the criminal organization known as Spectre. At the start of From Russia with Love, we're shown that Red Grant is more than efficient with this gadget, as he was swiftly able to dispose of a tester bond. However, the gadget can easily be turned against
they
its
called it
user, as
tester
Bond
bond?
was able to use the watch to take out Red Grant during the film's climax on the Orient Express. Skyfall, M's light bulb bombs. This gadget is on the list because of how practical and crafty it is.
I've seen that movie twice. I
Created
don't
by
remember
M.
what he's
Lassell,
talking about.
this device was created when placing a light bulb inside of a small plastic bag filled with small pieces of scrap metal and kerosene. When this rigged up bomb is
What?
reached,
I don't remember this at all.
and switched on, it explodes, setting a small fire off in the room, as well as blasting.
I
the
saw
pieces
this
of
twice and I
shrapnel
don't know what he's talking about.
For this, yeah.
Extremely
I
dangerous.
wish they would show the clip.
Goldfinger, Aston Martin DB5.
Oh,
Whenever
yeah.
you think of James Bond, you have to think of what car he's driving. Although over the years he's constantly upgrading to more modern incarnations of the vehicle, the Aston Martin DB5 is known as the true Bond car. This is due to its classy but sport-like looks, along with some of the memorable gadgets that come along with it. This includes a rear bumper oil slick, rear window bullet shield, and of course, the ejector seat, which makes a glorious comeback in what is arguably the worst Bond film to date, Die Another Day, as part of the Aston Martin V12 Vanquish chase scene. This scene alone almost saved the entire film with how creative it was.
Thanks for watching another amazing video, folks. Subscribe for more from Elite Facts.
I thought it said subscribe, no more videos.
If you subscribe, we can stop this madness.
I got a thing to say. Die Another Day is often hailed as one of the possibly the worst Bond movie. No. No. Die Another Day is terrible. I'll give you that. It is awful. It's incomprehensible. Is that a word?
Incomprehensible.
Comprehensible.
Although incomprehensible, it might be. I
It's
don't know.
incomprehensible, but it's not boring. Nothing is worse than boring. Like Quantum of Solace. That is the worst Bond movie. I'd watch Die Another Day any day. I would die another day to avoid Quantum of Solace.
I would let you live and let myself die
Yeah,
if it
that
meant
is-
not having to watch Quantum. See, the Quantum of Solace reaches a special pitch where it's like hyperkinetic and it's boring. Fascinating to me. But anyway,
Kind
this
of.
this list.
I love that Tomorrow Never Dies chase sequence in the parking lot. I'm glad they got that freeze frame because that is the moment. That's right when
Yeah.
the tires come up.
Yeah.
After they're flattened, and you just see this look on his face, like, hey,
That was the
that was
most
so
fun.
cool.
And I used to try and replicate that with my old Game Boy or you know, and my dad's phone or something like that, you know, at the time.
The Golden Gun one is pretty interesting to me because that movie is not considered a good movie. Yeah, the villain of Christopher Lee is
Iconic.
It's iconic and to a certain extent, like Bond legacy. But the Golden Gun is super iconic. You know, like the one bullet, all it takes. It made its way into the
the
GoldenEye
games.
game. Always wanted that gun. I'd argue that the GoldenEye game made the Golden Gun more iconic
Probably.
than the movie did.
The
Yeah.
GoldenEye game is one of the most iconic pieces, you know, past a certain
Yes.
generation of the Bond anything. You know?
Freaking great.
For anyone probably interested in this video, chances are you play GoldenEye.
This video is like bringing up all the gadgets of Bond, the decades that Bond has been around. And we are coming to a conclusion with the Daniel Craig Bond franchise. There's a lot of speculation happening right now of where is Bond going to end with Daniel Craig? Will they kill him off? They won't.
He's gonna get killed by a gadget, like a robot that comes to life, and there's AI. Oh, it's the perfect time to introduce use AI into Bond.
Might as well.
And then it will kill him as he's saving the world
Yes.
from a human villain.
The one gadget they didn't bring up was his penis. That's the greatest gadget of them all, right? It's
And-
done him wonders.
Yeah, I mean, it's used in every single one of the films.
Sometimes overly aggressive.
Yeah, most times I would argue.
Leads to many situations with it. We're almost at the conclusion of Daniel Craig as Bond, and he's barely used any gadgets. I think he's brought up one time here, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, the palm identifier thing on his.
There's
Walther
a brought up
PPK.
twice with the M thing that I just
Oh, and then
don't
yeah, those
remember.
exploding light bulb thingies. Yeah,
I'm like, what? I don't remember that at all.
I must go back. Clearly, Adele left the biggest impression.
I remember
on me.
the palm thing. I feel like
That's super
Bond
smart.
should have had that forever.
I feel like every gun owner should have to have one of those. Then it makes it really easy unless you skin somebody's hand and make a glove out of it, which I'm sure someone will figure out how to do. I mean, he had the car in Casino Royale that, had a defibrillator in it, which was kind of a gadget, right?
What I'm hoping that this last Bond movie with Daniel Craig does is just an overabundance of gadgets.
Jetpack.
Just went too many gadgets just thrown in here.
I want this climax of the movie to take place in a satellite dish at the edge of the stratosphere as the moon starts falling to Earth or some shit like that.
Right.
Like, that's what I want.
He's got to have it. They didn't bring it up here. His watch with the laser.
Yeah. Which is one of the coolest things you
This
get to
one
use
would-
in the game.
Now I'm not even sure if it's in a movie.
He has the laser watch. Doesn't he cut
The
himself
laser
out of,
Yeah.
he cuts himself off of like a metal gurney with it or something, right? I don't know. It
I don't
sounds like
remember.
something you would do.
Some of them get
Or
blurred
a
in my
Bond
mind.
knockoff would have done.
Some of them get blurred in my mind.
I thought, part of what the Craig series wanted to try and do was like dovetail or like originate some of the classics.
Well, he got the
things.
classic car back at the end of Spectre.
So let's get him a bunch of gadgets, in this new movie.
Get him a bunch of he hasn't had like a gadget motorcycle.
A gadget motorcycle would be great.
Why that you could still do like cool stunts with it. Yeah.
Plus, you could bring back BMW. You have your Aston Martin car product
No.
placement. And
BMW stands for broke my wallet.
oh snap! Because you're always gonna be fixing that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's expensive too.
Most BMW owners are because of Bond.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Not Chris Pine's voice on the radio.
Technology that fits your world.
Well, that too.
Never mind, I'm not going to get into the BMW covers. You know what I'm very surprised did not make it in here is nothing from the movie Moonraker, which of all the Bond films seems like it would be the most rife with crazy gadgets.
Well, I guess this list was a mixture of what came in the best of handy for certain moments. Like, start off with something as simple as a lighter gun, and then also to what is the most iconic one.
Yeah.
And I think Moonraker is just stupid.
Yes, that's probably the proper conclusion.
Because the one in like Die Another Day has a bunch of crazy gadgets too, but we don't hear anything about that.
No, that's true.
They
that's
left out
true.
a lot of Bond movies.
What are your favorite Bond gadgets, people?
Yeah,
Let
comment
us know.
below. Tell us what's going on in your life. Well, guys, if you can do this a solid and subscribe to Elite Facts, that would be great. They seem to be an amazing channel. Hitting that likety-like button. You guys can subscribe to The Real Rejects. And hey, you know what? While you're at it, click that notification bell. Also, shouts out to Mikhail for requesting this, buddy. He's a huge, huge Bond fan. He's always talking to me about James Bond and Jessica Jones.
Dude, there's a crossover that needs to happen.
I don't know why those are the only two things he likes to talk about, but hey, I will feed whatever conversation you're hoping to engage with me on. Like I said, thank you again for helping out with that GoFundMe. But I know you got more money. So I'm starting out another GoFundMe, separate from the one my girlfriend started. This is just going to be for me to go out on the weekends and have some fun. So
We want to be really transparent about where all
Yeah.
the funds go. Donate to my
one
fun
was about
account.
a cat, whatever. Yeah, it probably needs more money than what we got. Whatever. But I like to take breaks. So
Yeah.
keep a lookout for that. And you better be the first one to donate. But don't unpledge, too, because John and I split the Patreon.
I'm making dinner tonight, and I have a GoFundMe account, and it's only like $26 for all the ingredients.
See?
So, I mean, this is going to be a really easy goal to hit, people.
Keep a lookout. There's a lot of fun things coming your way.
Tacos.